Hey friends, today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super easy DIY Keyhole Maxi dress. This video is brought to you by So Blessed Fabrics, where you can find some of the best deals on apparel fabric. The fabric that I'm using today was sent to me to show you guys some of the beautiful prints that they carry. There will be a link to So Blessed Fabrics in the description box down below. Let's get started. For this dress, I folded in half my fabric, right sides together. It is a stretch knit, and I am using an old t-shirt and cutting around the edge using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And I am just going to cut down the sides all the way down to the length that I want it to be. And I've measured from the top of my neck down to the bottom of my feet. And that is how I got the length that I wanted. And I'm cutting across the bottom, and for the other side I'm going to do the same thing. And at the very top, I'm not going to cut out a neckline. I'm going to leave that square and flat, and I have 3 inches more at the top right above the neckline, or the actual shoulder area, which is actually the highest point of the shirt. So there's 3 inches taller than the shoulder. So I'm going to take the front piece and fold it in half from the armpit area to the armpit area, and I'm going to scoop out 2 inches with my scissors, and that will give me a U shape. And I'm going to leave it like that and place them right sides together, the front and the back, and sew down the sides using a zigzag stitch. Now we're going to work on the ties, the neck tie and the waist tie. I am cutting out strips that are 3 inches wide, and I am going to fold those in half and sew down the side to make a tube. So it's 3 inches wide by however long you want it or need it to be. So if it's just going to be for your necktie, you have to make sure that it goes through the channels in the front and the back of the dress and tie up at your shoulder on the other side. So you're going to sew down the side to make it a tube, and you're going to do that once again for the waist tie. So 3 inches by however long you want it to be. Actually, one of those pieces is 2 inches. And sewn down the sides for the sides of the dress and the tubes for the ties. So now we're going to hem the front center at the top. So we're folding over 1/4 inch and sewing all the way around. And then we're going to double fold the arm area, fold it 1/4 inch one time and then a second time, and sew from the front to the back to hem those raw edges. And now that those are hemmed, we're going to create the casing. So we're rolling it down 1/2 inch and then down once again a 1 inch, and we're going to pin it. And once you have it pinned, there should be an opening where you can stick the casing, the strap through. So it's like a hole opening. So you're sewing down those as close to the edge as possible. And that's the front that you folded down, and we're going to do the same thing to the back. We're going to fold down 1/2 inch and then another 1 inch, and we're going to pin it at the sides to hold our place and sew down as close to the edge as possible. And you're still going to have that opening to feed through the tube. And we're going to hem the bottom, roll up 1/2 inch, double time, and sew as close to the edge as possible. And now we're going to turn our tubes right side out, and this will be the strap for the neck. So I put a safety pin right at the end of it, and I fed the safety pin through the tube, and I'm going to keep feeding it until I get to the other end. And once the safety pin comes out at the other end, I am going to pull it all the way through to turn it right side out. And then I'm going to remove that safety pin, leave the safety pin and feed it through each one of those casings in the front, and then come around to the back and feed it through the back, so that you will be able to tie it on one side of your shoulder. And now you can remove the safety pin, and you're going to tie a knot in order to hold your place. But then you adjust the front and bring those two pieces together in the front to make it a keyhole, or you can leave it open if you don't want it to be a keyhole. But then you tie it up at the shoulder and slip it over your head, and you are done. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.